What's up, YouTube? It's me, Smart DJ here. Welcome back to another live stream. We are indeed live, and welcome to a little special live stream today. Introducing Mimic Percent, FNAF World Mimic Percent Introduction and Challenge Attempts. Welcome back, everyone, to Animatronica and FNAF World. It's time once more to play this cute RPG again. Last time I played FNAF World, I was grinding the Chicken Magic Rainbow minigame over and over again for a good hour and a half. So it's safe to say I barely played any of the base game FNAF World last time. So let's change that. Today marks the release of the latest FNAF game, Secret of the Mimic, and while I can't cover it myself, I've got something else special in store. I played a lot of FNAF World recently, doing some odd challenges, and came up with something I want to share with you all. Today, I present my own little own-made speedrun category called Mimic Percent. This run consists of you obtaining the auto mimic chip and/or a character with the auto mimic move as fast as possible. It's a pretty simple category, but still provides a decent challenge, so let's get to it. How quickly can you truly obtain the mimic chip and/or a character with the move? What challenges will be faced will be faced in order to achieve this goal? What tricks and strats can be applied to make this go by quickly? Will you step in and take the step up to the challenge yourself? Only one way to find out. If you're excited and ready to see FNAF World today, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So I got a couple things I gotta fix real quick. But yes, very little special stream in store today for Friday the 13th in June 2025. So, I'll let the inverse music play a little more today as I load everything else open. But, yeah, got this little fun challenge in mind that I'm gonna demonstrate, explain my little, mindset for this little made-up challenge I have. And yeah, you guys can attempt it too if you want. So again, here's FNAF World. We've done quite a lot of this. We've looked at this game's old page time and time again. So it's here for your viewing pleasure. I think that's honestly enough of inverse music right now. So we'll just close both of those. And we'll also get the series playlist open real quick. And then we'll do some chatting as we start the stream off. Okay, why did that happen? Got to just yoink that out of. Did I not copy the link all the? Oh, hold on, why did the H not copy? Why didn't the H copy? That explains the error. The H didn't copy. That was weird. Anywho, yes, again, FNAF World, we've been doing this a lot. And honestly, it has been a little bit since we've done a side challenge. Because, you know, after we did like our first major ending stream, we did like the fixed party normal mode challenges. Then, you know, there was like the continuation of our normal mode save file. Then we had, you know, these two streams where we did the Return to 8-Bit and the Foxy themed challenge. And again, we've been focusing so much on like beating hard mode, doing Update 2 stuff. You know, we had the Speedrun challenge a year ago, but we haven't done anything in a little bit, so I figured just in time for Secret of the Mimic, we would do a little Mimic-based stream challenge, and it would be a little fun one-off before we get back to, you know, our hard mode save and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. So that being said, hope you guys like the thumbnail. It includes a lot of the stuff that really kind of puts this little challenge together in my book anyways. And yeah, so let's just get this sorted. Hello everybody, welcome. Happy again Friday the 13th. Happy Secret of the Mimic Day. Hope you guys are enjoying some Let's Plays or playing the game for yourself. I've started a Let's Play watching of the game. So I'm not going to talk about it because it's just literally been not even a full 24 hours yet, so we're not going to talk about it. That happened on a previous FNAF World stream where Security Breach just dropped and I was doing a collab and we didn't talk about Security Breach because it just came out. But yeah, anywho, let's talk about the challenge. Because I did put like a couple, I guess, like some guidelines or like just ideas for like the challenge itself. Essentially, you play the game in adventure mode, which I'll explain why when we started it. Any known speedrun tricks are allowed to be used. Have fun, and I guess play your way in a sense. But I'll show you what's going on here. So first and foremost, let's open FNAF World. And briefly, before we even start this challenge, I want to point out another quick FNAF World save that I was doing off camera, which I actually should get a couple of screenshots open from it. Cause I've been doing a lot of bizarre stuff with FNAF World here and there in my free time. So yeah, and then I've also been exploring the mods and the fan games. As you know, we did the randomizer stream about last week. Yeah, it was last week. So yeah, I think I even mentioned on that stream that another FNAF stream was coming. I believe so. Anyways, anywho, let me get a couple of screenshots open while I wait for the game to open. Any second now. Okay. So let me show up a couple screenshots that are my many. You know, actually, I should just. I'm putting you guys back on the thumbnail screen for a minute because I actually got to go through all my files for a second. I got to find the exact two that I'm looking for. So hold on. Please stand by. Alright, here we go. Alright, come on. Just give me a second, folks. Oh, now the game's opening. So that's also why my computer was slow for a second. I actually might just close the game up for a minute. I guess at the very least, I'll make sure game capture is fixed, and then I'll reopen the game in a minute. So let's switch back here for a minute. I'll fix game capture. And then I'm going to turn display capture off for a minute. To see if, I gotta make sure a game capture does open. Alright, game capture did open. Okay, so we're not hopping in the game in a minute. I'm just finishing opening up screenshots I was gonna show off for a minute. So hold on just a second. I'll put display capture back on and then we'll get game capture already. So alright, good. Good. So yeah, okay, now that opens. And we're good. Okay. Alright, so if these load. Alright, that one loaded. I need the first one. Okay. I need the first one for contact. So here we go. So I have a save that obviously we're gonna be overriding on stream in a minute. But I had this challenge save where I did fix party mode and I only had the first 2 rows at my ability. But thanks to moves like Unscrewed 2 and Mystery Box, I was able to beat a hard mode challenge with just the first 2 rows of characters, getting other characters from Mystery Box and such. Don't know why that opened, but yeah. So that was another one of those random challenges that was going on behind the scenes. I just wanted to talk about it for just a second. But now that that's done and over with, I know we had a longer bit of an intro, but I also did push the stream forward ahead of time, so we're fine. So let's get into the game now, and we'll get right to Mimic Percent. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Mimic Percent time. So. Alright, here we go. Oh, I opened 2 copies of FNAF World. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Okay, anyways, here we go. So, let me just show this off for a second. This should be that save. So yeah, this is these are the characters I used to beat those the security and screenshots you just saw a minute ago. These are the characters I used, and these are the characters I unlocked but couldn't use because I was playing 6 party. But yeah, anywho, we're gonna worry about that in a second. I just want to open a main file for a second too, because I want to address something. So when I reference getting a character with Mimic Ball, characters that include that are Paper Pals, Shadow Bonnie, Fredbear. I swear Mr. Chipper does, but I don't have Mr. Chipper. But Shadow Bonnie, Fredbear, Paper Pals. So out of the base 40, I believe it's Paper Pals, Fredbear, and Shadow Bonnie that you can get Mimic from. So Paper Pals is easily the most accessible character to get Mimic Ball with. So that's why Paper Pals is in the thumbnail. Anyways. Adventure. We're gonna do normal first. Maybe we will attempt hard mode on a second run through the challenge. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave this the same. We're gonna F2, skip Fredbear's dialogue. Again, speedrun stuff. And here's where Nightmarion from the thumbnail comes into play. So I figured the quickest Halloween character to obtain is Nightmarion, and I figured we needed 1 Halloween character, because otherwise we could theoretically maybe push through the first 5 areas with just the main 8 characters. But if I wanted insurance, just like as a safety net, I figured grabbing Nightmarion would be the better case. But you know, maybe on stream today we will try. See if we can do Mimic Percent without grabbing a Halloween character. See if that would save, obviously, time from having to go to the Halloween world. But I still feel like it would be rather tough, especially if you do hard mode. Okay. And we don't want battles. Battles just slow us down. Which sucks when we don't have the run luck chip. But yeah, I'm gonna do this how I've done it a couple times behind the scenes, and we'll experiment a little more as the stream goes on. We take the shortcut to get the Halloween backstage. Now we're gonna go get Nightmarion. Because all the other mini games are a little time consuming. Foxy Fighters, Freddy in Space, Chico's Magic Rainbow, obviously. So Nightmare on is honestly the easiest Halloween character to get for this challenge. And now we spam D here so we can not summon Freddy. Or not spam, but we tap D so we don't summon Freddy. And we make Bonnie jittery like he's had coffee. Now, obviously, I'm not timing this right now, but we're gonna go off like stream time. Like, I'll factor not counting the first like maybe 7, maybe 10 minutes. I actually don't know how long it took us before we hopped in the game, but like I'll factor like from when we actually started to like when we finish and like see how many minutes that was. And I know for like speedruns, like I don't know, I think they cut out loading screen time. So like even when I did like the Speedrunner's Way stream with Jacobani, that one wasn't like a full proper speedrun time either, because it wasn't factoring in like loading screens. So this isn't like properly timed. Like I said, if someone wants to actually speedrun this, also I am tanking cat hits here just to get through this last section a lot quicker, because we have three lives, and we literally went through the last 2 cats. If I forgot one, then I will reasonably wait it, but I think that we're done. Yeah, so just tank the last 2 cat hits. So now we have Nightmare on, and now we switch our party real quick. We'll put Nightmare on first. And we just do that. And now we go back to the overworld, and now all we're gonna do is make our way to Black Tomb Yard. And along the way, we should be able to prepare ourselves to get the challengers, you know, that we find in getting like paper pals to appear as a challenger. So here we go. My hand cramps a little bit, but anyway, here we go. Alright, come on, loading screen. It's a long loading screen. Really long loading screen. And now we're gonna do a thing you might remember from the Speedrunner's Way stream. I screwed it up. We were supposed to walk over Fredbear there. I screwed up the timing immensely. which now means I have to walk over him in area 2, which I think will be doable if I press the button. So a little fumble there, a little fumble. Haven't technically done the technique in a few days, let's say. I haven't really done Mimic Percent in a couple weeks, so I wasn't really thinking of the technique, and I swear I clicked the bite menu before I walked over Fredbear, or before Fredbear. It just didn't register it, apparently. So that's fun. You know, that's fun. That would be considered a time loss, obviously. Don't tell me I hit a battle. I'm like, don't tell me I hit a battle zone, which I did. And see, this is why we grab Nightmare on. We have fourth wall, which will do immense damage to all the early enemies and bosses, which will make our time spent on the bosses and other obstacles in our way a lot quicker. Alright, come on. Come on. Alright, let's do it this time. Hopefully that works. Hopefully I didn't do it too early. Alright. No, I did it too early. God dang it. I am failing Fredbear skip. I am failing the simple Fredbear skip that I thought I did pretty good last time I tried it. That's not working in my favor. I don't know if I can Fredbear skip him in dusting fields. I'm gonna have to try. Otherwise, I guess this is just a warm-up attempt, and I've butchered it hard. Oh, give me a fourth wall. Not a fourth wall. Let's see if we can Fredbear clip over here. There might be a slim chance. I just need to hold up and left, or up and right. Okay, there we go. Fredbear skip finally obtained. Finally obtained the Fredbear skip. So that's wonderful. I'll grab that just because, even though you wouldn't necessarily go for that. This one's already a sloppy attempt, so we're just gonna do it. Although we should have a little more smooth sailing going a tad bit forward. Since we literally just go from glitched object to glitched object and then get in area 5, and we already have the mimic chip under our belt. As for the character, well, we gotta go find characters from the cave in the same area, so it works out. And before that, we're also gonna grab another useful thing. That is just over here. I clicked the wrong menu. That is my mistake. Fantastic. So there's more. That would be more of a time loss in an actual run. But now we can run them from battles better. Now we can run from battles better. No, honestly. Okay, let's just get the black tomb yard first. I think in a good run, you would get very lucky to have Paper Pals as your first challenger if you made it to Area 5, and also grab the Mimic Chip afterwards, or vice versa. That would be like the ultimate luck. My characters will obviously help with it though. Auto Mimic, so there's the Auto Mimic portion collected. But just to add a little more to it, because theoretically that could be a very quick run. Like I said, tagging on at least one character with the move felt appropriate. Like, if you want to push yourself even further and get all Mimic-based characters that have the Mimic Ball move, then you'd probably be on one heck of a grind, because you need Fredbear. But, yeah. Now we need some good RNG with Mad Endo not attacking Nightmarion here. And we could be golden. Oh, never mind. It only took one. It would probably take more than one in hard mode, maybe. That was really nice. That was great. Oh, Golden Freddy. Pretty useful, but not our Paper Pals. Which I will actually swap Freddy for Golden Freddy, so I have Haunting. Boom. But he's literally right next to Paper Pals. Imagine if it didn't roll Golden Freddy and it rolled Paper Pals instead. That could have been some incredible RNG. Right there. See, there's our Auto Mimic Chip. Now let's get ourselves a paper. Let's get ourselves a Paper Pals. Some Paper Pals. We're done. We're done. Second challenger of the entire save. We're done. That's Mimic percent concluded. That was very fast. So let's see. So when we actually started, I'm not counting. Okay, so I'm gonna count it upon starting the pressing new game. So let's see. So maybe it took us about 16 or more minutes theoretically. So not super bad. But there's all, we can probably do a little faster. Especially like I said, if Paper Pals is our first challenger, that could be a game changer. So let's run it again. Let's run it again, and maybe by like the final one of the stream, I'll actually time it with my timer, and we'll see how well we do. But there we go. So that's Mimic percent in a nutshell. You start a game, you can get Nightmarion for that extra buff and then you just go to Area 5, get the Mimic chip, grab Run Luck, and find characters if you choose to. Unless you want to pray to RNG that you actually get Paper Pals as like your first challenger, as we got like a challenger I think right after Mad Endo. But yeah. So that's the game. But we can run it back. So let's run it back. And also let me check my battery life real quick. Alright, plug my laptop in, so hold on just a second, folks. So that's the basics. That's my base idea for Mimic percent. Get the Mimic chip, get Paper Pals as quickly as possible. That's the game. So, let's run it again. Maybe we'll try hard mode this time for just a second, but I'm gonna still stick to my same formula. And we will also do one run where we just skip Nightmarion, and we see what happens if we just try the regular characters. I would probably like switch up the order of the characters though, because I would need to like have like a strategy with using the main 8 characters and no one else. No Nightmarion buff. And I will address that, like I'm saying not fixed party for this challenge, because theoretically you can do fixed party for just a chip, but if you want to do it with the chip and the first Mimic Ball player, then you obviously want to have adventure mode so you can get characters unlocked. Unless obviously you don't have the fan unlock, which I think most FNAF World players do, and you can do fixed party with just the first 2 rows, but I don't know how good that's gonna be. Anyways, let's go get Nightmarion again, and this time we will hopefully get the first Fredbear skip and not have to drag it out further than we have to, and then that way I can skip the second button, because I know most speedrunners skip the second button in their speedruns. I like to press it for safety normally, but in this case we don't have to. It would make things go a lot quicker, obviously. So we're gonna run this again. So here we just walk, then we tap, and then we walk and avoid a couple of them, and then we damage boost to the end. See. Mimic percent. This little goofy idea that I have, you know, because there are many FNAF World speedrun categories out there for like the base game stuff, and other people have probably made their own smaller speedrun categories before too. But I just figured a Mimic-centric FNAF World stream could work, because the Mimic Ball and Mimic Chip is a big part of this game's items and move set. And like I said, since Secret of the Mimic was coming out today, and obviously I wouldn't be able to get it nor play it right this minute right now, so I figured we'll do something Mimic related in honor of Secret of the Mimic with the Mimic Ball and stuff. It also gave me a purpose to use Virtual Freddy for a thumbnail, and Mimic Ball and the other stuff I put in the thumbnail. But you know, it's a fun little goofy thing. And if anyone does want to do it and either record it or just do it, and like you can leave a comment saying you did Mimic percent yourself, go for it. I think it'd be fun. It's a little funny, goofy concept, and I'm sure with like maybe an optimal strat, you can actually get both a party member with Mimic Ball and the chip in a reasonable time. So we need to get this cat. We need this cat to go behind behind the barrier, and once he is, we just hold D. We hold D from here on out. We just hold D and damage boost. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm gonna wither fuck the jump scared. Just let me damage boost. Bonnie still has 1 life, it's fine. There we go. There we go. Well, I pressed done. I tried switching the party. There we go. So that little misclick would be a tiny time loss. But let's hope we don't get the major time loss of failing the Fredbear skip. I think we can do it. We did it. We got away with it in Dusting Fields. I should be able to do it this time with no issues, hopefully. So let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Let's do this. Let me run. Okay, good. Alright, let's get it right this time. Should have this. Should have the Fredbear skip. Fredbear skip acquired. There we go. Fredbear skip acquired. We can now just breeze our way to Dusting Fields and move on, get a move on. Alright, let's just push forward. See, like I said, we didn't even skip the button because we don't necessarily need it. This isn't like a normal playthrough, which is gonna be weird. We're gonna be missing button 2 right there. That is so odd to be missing button 2. We attacked each other at the same time. That was some crazy timing. Alright. Doing pretty good so far. Alright, come on. And just keep things moving. Keep pushing forward. Let's get a move on. Alright, this loading screen's taking a lot longer than it should, so like I said, even though I think I know loading screens aren't counted for time on people's saves or speedruns, that is a bit of a waste of time when the loading screen takes forever. Anyways, we got a run lock. Alright, come on. Here we go again. Here we go again. With the longer loading screens. Stretch. I realized the only bad RNG from being for the quick loop around of Lily Gear to the next glitched object is if you get bad luck and have Seagoon actually spawn within those couple seconds of moving from A to B. Not that it probably would be an issue if you had Nightmarian, but still, that would just be a few minutes that could have been saved for getting the chip in a party member. Anyways, though, we are finally at Black Tomb Yard again, so let's go get ourselves a chip, and then we'll worry about getting a party member secondary again. How long have we also been live for a minute? Hey, my preview was delayed. Preview hadn't updated for a second, but we actually been live for like almost 50 minutes, surprisingly. Crazy. Like I said, this is a shorter speedrun category in a sense, but it's still like a little something fun to do. So why not? I feel like maybe after this attempt of the category, I'll like reopen the game entirely. Maybe hopefully that will help with the longer pauses on loading screens. Alright, chip time. I think I hit a enemy encounter. I was gonna say hello. It was like I was running. I'm running here. There's the mimic chip. There's the mimic chip. Now we just need to get out of the glitch realm. This is hard mode, so of course they're packing more of a punch. I just realized, like I said, now we get to test the theory. If still only one fourth wall kills the Mad Endo now, or if it's more than one. And again, so far, no new challengers yet. Alright. Yeah, okay. Dang it. We need to keep Nightmarion alive. Alright, 2 fourth walls for Mad Endo on hard modes, so yeah. I don't know if the original eight characters would get you through that fight. If you chose hard mode. Just saying in that regard. Anyways, now let's see if we can find ourselves a character. Paper Pals. Come on. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be almost stream break time because I had to refill my water. Then I'm out of. So hopefully the game will respond in a second and we can get the party member pretty quickly in the next, hopefully, if not the first try, within the first, hopefully 5 challengers we get. Hopefully we'll get Paper Pals. We want it sooner than that, but I will only take you for I will only swap out Bonnie for you just to get Unscrew 2 as a backup. But fourth wall shouldn't miss. But we're just gonna do that for a minute. We're into the trick of walking into objects and then running. Come on. JJ. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to reload the game in a minute after I finish this, after we get Paper Pals. Because, ooh boy, the game is lagging. Withered Freddy! Withered Freddy didn't like that Freddy was here, apparently. Withered Freddy did not like that Freddy was here. We need Paper Pals, though. Come on. Withered Foxy. Just like Freddy, Withered Foxy attack his counterpart like immediately. What the heck is this? What are these odds? What are these odds that we're dealing with right now? What are the odds? And we're done, okay. Oh, now we need to do a second fourth wall. Never mind. Water hose did it. Okay. Thank you, water hose. Okay, we're done. That attempt was I think probably a little longer because we didn't get paper pals second try. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in challenges before paper pals. So yeah, that was not as quick. So yeah, that's the RNG of this challenge showing itself through the second attempt. So we'll probably try this 1 to 2 more times before I end the stream. I'm gonna take the stream break now though in a minute when I'm back in the game and I can save and quit and close the game outright. So yeah, it can maybe have a minute just to stabilize for some reason so we don't have any lag going forward in the next couple of tries. But yeah, this stream is just to present the idea. It's not gonna be a clean thing. Like I said, not a proper speedrun. That's why it's like attempts at the challenge, speedrun category, and introduction. Not like a proper serious. Maybe something we can do later on in the in maybe a few months time from now. We can do it. We can do a race with people. We can try and see who can get the mimic chip and paper pals first. Maybe we'll see. That's an idea for another day. We'll put a pin in that. But I'm taking my stream break now. Hopefully we'll stabilize the stream and the game itself for a couple minutes while I take my break, and we come back within the next like half hour, give or take. We'll do a couple more tries of the challenge. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I'm just checking in the studio, making sure we're all still good. And then we're gonna hop back in the game, do a couple more tries, wrap up the stream on this little fun little mimic adventure that we're doing with FNAF World. And then that we'll call it a day. So, strap back in, a couple more rounds of mimic percent incoming. And hopefully on our final one, which will probably be the fourth one, because we've done 2 of them already within a half hour. And if we go for another half hour, we'll probably do 2 again. So, yeah. Anyways. Let's just... I think we're all still excellent. So, that's good in my book. All good in my book. So, preview's actually obviously delayed, but it's something I could fix after. So, yeah. Anyways. Let's hop back in for another go. This time, just to try it out, but I'm only going to be doing it in normal mode. We'll try skipping grabbing Nightmare On, but I have a feeling that's going to be a very bad idea and make the run even longer. But we'll give it a shot. We will see what happens. We'll probably have to use whatever random challenges we get along the way just to get an edge. But, we'll see. So, game should be open back up in a second. And then we'll go from there. Yep, warning, this game has flashlight lights and disorienting effects. Honk the nose for good luck, and let's go in. Yes. Normal. Alright. Yeah, I guess like I said, we'll try and see what happens if we skip Nightmare On. Maybe skipping the Halloween area for just like a couple minutes would save a little time. But how much time and how much harder would it be without having fourth wall? Now we're back with the long loading screens. Don't know why. And we're getting another battle already. Let's see what happens if I try and skip Nightmare On. I say I will only end this run a little early if we get a game over. Come on. Let's see, we're taking starter characters that have barely leveled up out to like area 2 and 3. So we're gonna see how well this holds up. This is also normal mode, so they won't be being hit as hard, but still. Alright, come on. Yeah, okay, I think if we game over here, I think it's probably smarter to have Nightmarian. It only takes like maybe 2 to 3 minutes tops. Cause just trying, even if I like rearrange the 8 characters, maybe to have like a better setup. There's no way Freddy, Chica, and a nearly dead toy Freddy is gonna make it to the end of this fight. With no bites, no chips. Yeah, Chica just died. Yeah. We're F2ing. So, I honestly do think a Halloween character is the best bet for this challenge. Because trying just to brute force your way with the main... Okay. There is one small other thing I will do briefly in respect to the idea. And that is only because I don't have the fan. We'll do a very short fixed party with the first 2 rows, picking only the best characters probably to get through this. And we will try a second time with just this cast of characters. And see if this is even possible, and if not, then we're gonna go back to probably what will be our final attempt using the my Nightmarian strategy. So let's just try and push forward for a minute. Come on. pulled Fredbear Skip off again, so that's good. Like I said, we will only briefly run this test, and if we have the same issue against Bouncer, or maybe even, like I said, if we get bad luck and get Seagoon or even Mad Endo, then we can say if we at least get to Area 5 and we get the Mimic Chip, but we don't get the party member, I'll say this is a half win. But if we can't even get past Bouncer again, nor like if we can counter Seagoon, then yeah, it's GG. We're doing a little better than previously, but it's because we actually had access to row 2 characters from the start. I didn't realize his defense was gone. There we go. Alright, we're lagging again. That's not helping anyone whatsoever. Yeah, the funny thing is my laptop even updated last night, when I was experiencing some lag last night on something else that I was working on. So, I figured the update would have fixed that. Guess not. Maybe it's just bad luck. It is Friday the 13th after all. Mentioned at the top of the stream. Anyways, now we're gonna be able to make our way to Area 4, then 5. We'll see how it goes from there, though. Alright, come on. Let's see. What is loading? Alright, let's go. We need good luck. The lag startled me for a second. I was hoping we were gonna get Seagooned. I got stuck on a tree. That's a bit of a time loss. That sucks. Alright, let's see. We're at Area 5. We should be able to theoretically usually get the chip. And then the question is, would we be able to get paper pals with this? Like I said, how... We need to do damage now and not die. This run is trying to please me. It's trying to please me so bad. Let's go get that mimic chip. Let's go get that mimic chip. That's the RNG I like to see. This is fixed priority. We can't actually, we wouldn't, not that I even add them and I get them, but that's the RNG we're looking for. We just need to get if we could get paper pals and then the chip, that would be a perfect speedrun. I went too far down. I screwed the entire run up by walking further down than I had to. Oh, we're done. Black screen, hello. Game was freaking out on me. I did not like that. Sam. So this was only a hypothetical run, and I like you gotta like how somehow the hypothetical run was somehow better in a small sense than a main run. That's kind of crazy. I might copy that save as just because. Okay, hold on just a second, folks. Put you guys on the thumbnail screen for a second. Okay, let's do what's gonna probably be the final run of the stream, because let me see. Yeah, we are closing in on the hour and a half mark, and I'm gonna keep this to roughly about an hour and a half. But this time I will actually pull out my stopwatch, because since chat's been a little quiet, I will do my best to try and have a chat. But at the same time, I don't know if I will, but full 100%. But you know what? We can put the timer on. Oh, no, not timer. Stopwatch. And we can see what happens if I actually time a run with my usual setup. So with that being said, and again, I won't like properly stop it in between loading screens. I guess I could try and like get a more accurate time, but we'll see. Anyways, as soon as I hit new game, I'm gonna hit start on the timer. We're gonna do adventure normal mode just because it's quicker. Just because it's quicker. We're on a loading screen. We'll wait. Alright, we're almost to the Nightmare mini game at about a minute on the time recording to it. So I did pause for like the loading screen. We'll see how long it takes to actually beat the mini game.
Listen to my voice, and you will find the key. Listen to my voice, and you will find the key. Listen to my voice, and you will find the key. Listen to my voice, and you will find the key. Listen to my voice, and you will find the key. Listen to my voice, and you will find the key.
Alright, let's see. Let's see. Come on. Gotta see if this is gonna slow down the time. I'm trying to avoid Freddy from showing up. Come on. Close to the edge of the screen. Okay.
Be sure you step through the heart of madness. Be sure you step through the heart of madness. Be sure you step through the heart of madness. Be sure you step through the heart of madness.
Alright, well, I guess we're almost done at almost 3 minutes, and I'm sure if you skip Nightmare and you were, I guess, decent with the starter characters, you could maybe get through Snow Cone without dying and maybe being like Lily Gear Lake by 4 minutes, by almost 3:30 or something. But I think for a cleaner experience. Okay, here we go. There's all factors, you know, that's somewhat similar to loading screen, but not. And I'm gonna walk and get out of here. Okay. Pause again because loading screen. So technically 4 minutes, like 16 seconds. Oops. Had my finger slip a little too early. Start pressing the timer again. So a couple seconds got added, or a second did by accident. So just gotta remember to subtract a second. I'm gonna get ready to do the Fredbear skip. Messed up the Fredbear skip, so that's fantastic. We gotta try and get on the second one. Messed up the Fredbear skip so bad. Well, I think a couple more seconds slipped through there because I didn't pause it right away when the loading screen came up. So now we actually have to hit the button 2 so we can do the Fredbear skip and have room to walk down towards him and then skip it. This time hopefully I won't press it too early and we can skip him in Choppy's Woods. Alright, come on. God dang it. How did I fudge it up again? All I literally had to do was press... I clicked the bite button. Ooh, I'm fudging it up hard. I gotta try and get in Area 3 again then. Oh, the game almost crashed. That would have screwed me over. I'm nearly breaking the game because it's trying to crash on me now. So this isn't good. I did it too early. Hold on, I gotta do it again. Dang it. I gotta do it again. I screwed up the timing. These are the guys we're trying to get. Let's hope we can get a good RNG and get them. Man, I'm not fully trying to take this seriously, but I am just trying to time it and see what happens, so... I need the game not to crash though. Come on. Okay, we got it. I just need to get through Fredbear. I'm willingly waiting this loading screen out so I don't screw up nor have the game crash. Alright, game, please. Lag is killing me. I don't know why it feels like the runs are devolving. I don't know why it feels like the runs are devolving every time I do one, you know. I feel like the first two that we did at the top of the stream were somehow cleaner than the last two. I guess I meant to do a checkup on my computer after the stream, which is probably in the next couple minutes, because once we're done, we're done. I'm just gonna end the stream and give FNAF World a break. I think I've screwed up the timing a little bit, so oh well. Having like pause and unpause for the timer from loading screens is something I didn't really fully worry about when I was doing my other speedrun, but at the same time, in the speedrun stream, I had to pause anyways because I had to have like an unexpected mid-break of my stream. And please don't crash. If the game crashes or something worse happens, then I guess we're just gonna call it a day. You guys don't see it, but on my screen, We're loading. We're having some signs that the game wants to crash. Pause that right away. I should just let it run for the rest of the time, which it might honestly will, because now we shouldn't have to do any more loading screen shenanigans. Well, maybe one, but shouldn't. Theoretically shouldn't. There's a chip. And we need to try our best to get the Find Characters chip, so there technically is going to be one more small loading screen thing, unless we get lucky and we actually get Paper Pals as a challenger either before or after Madando before applying the chip. One more loading screen and then we're done. And now it's all in the heart of the cards if we can get good RNG to get Paper Pals as quickly as possible. His name is Freddy. Not what we're looking for. His name is Freddy. Sorry, I was just looking around for a second, checking the timer and stuff. With her bunny. Shadow Freddy. Not who we're looking for. With it, Freddy. It's the luck of the drawer, unfortunately. Phantom Chica. We're going too high on the list. We're going way too high on the list. Not what we're looking for. Come on. Regular puppet. Come on. Okay, we're done. But we're done. As soon as we get them, I misclicked. You've got to be kidding me. We finally get them and I misclicked. Dang it. That could have been a quick one and done if I hadn't misclicked. Party done. Well, that's the game. That's the game there. We're done. And I'll show you guys what the timer looks like in a second too. So that's what the timer says. Hopefully that shows on stream. I'll look at the preview in a second. But about 13 minutes, roughly. That might be a little more or less, depending on how accurate I actually timed everything. But about 13 minutes, give or take. Almost 14 minutes, actually. Let me show it one more time because I feel like I didn't have it right up to the camera or it was visible. I'll set my phone up a little bit. But yeah. Well, that's the game. That's the game. We're done. And thus concludes the Mimic % stream. So we're gonna save, and this is the last save we did of the day, of the evening, whatever. So yeah, that's everything. So if you have enjoyed, do leave a like, comment, subscribe, very much appreciated. Hit the bell to be notified when I come back to do more FNAF World, FNAF, other stuff and things on the channel. I got some other stuff in the works as I'm taking care of some other stuff here and there. So just keep an eye out. I hopefully got a few more UCN things coming your way this month because UCN's anniversary is by the end of the month, as well as the DJ channel's anniversary. So I got some special things in the works. So just stand by, wait and see what's coming your way soon. But that's everything for now. So again, if you have enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button. You know that by now. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you on the flip side. It's now outro time. I'm gonna leave things here. And feel free to comment on this stream in a couple days' time, in a week's time, in a month's time, in a year's time. If you did Mimic %, why don't let me know that you took the challenge up for Mimic % yourself? And yeah, I would love to hear about it. Tell me how quickly you got Paper Pals and the Mimic chip. But that's everything for now. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you on the flip side. It's outro time, and I'll be back soon for something else. I'm gonna go eat some food now. Goodbye, everybody.